Welcome to SML Total Access, the official podcast of the Sim Madden League. Now, here are your hosts, ZZ the Great and Primetime 000.
Hello and welcome to the SML podcast. This is SML Total Access. We're back at it again. I'm Primetime 000, and with me, as always, is my trusted co-host, ZZ the Great. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Prime? How you doing, sir? What's going on, SML? We're mid-season, baby. I am ready to see some good football and see who's going to make the playoffs, who's going to go up, and who's going to go down.
Yes,
this
sir.
This is what the show's all about.
It's going to be lit. It's going to be fire, man. Let's go. Let's get right into this. We discussed it last show, and we're going to keep hitting this one because it's a big deal. It's a huge deal. It's our SML champion. When you're a champion, you got the X on your back.
Yes.
QB stud now has 2 wins on the season. He just beat I Got the Meats, who lost Lamar Jackson in the first quarter, I believe it was. Ravens had the lead. Lamar went down. QB capitalized and got a solid win over Meats.
Before I comment on before you finish,
yeah.
Do you think QB would have lost that game had Lamar went down?
Without a doubt. I think he would have lost. The momentum was completely going Meats' way. QB had not done much. Meats already had the lead. And Look, Meats' game is he doesn't run a lot with Lamar Jackson, but he rolls out and avoids sacks with escape artist, and that's game-changing plays. You know, backing up. Instead of taking a 15-yard loss, you can roll out and get a check down. So, yes, his running numbers are low, but his rolling out numbers are probably pretty high.
Yeah, and my opinion on that is, QB said him had some comments about the box score or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Box score warriors is, I guess, the topic of this section.
Yeah,
and but what that boils down to is that you can play great games, you can have high numbers, but if you don't win those games, you're still in trouble.
Right.
You know, you can have all the best numbers in the world, but if you don't put those wins in the win column, you're still gonna end up in the same spot.
Right.
But it's still a champion. Don't write QB stud off. QB stud, I love you, brother. He can definitely repeat. I mean, I'm not gonna take that away from him because he did it once. If you do it once, you can do it again. So the fact that he's not performing, he's 2-3 right now. He just beat Meats, and according to our assessment, he would have really lost had Lamar went out. He could technically be he's 2-3, I believe.
2-3, yeah.
2-3. He could be 1-4 right now.
Yeah. We don't have the APPG up here like the Counting the Numbers show. That's a plug. The thing is, he coined myself probably and whoever else was a doubter of this Patriots team, saying, "Hey, look, I was in these games. Sure, I lost, but I'm not playing as bad as everybody says I am. But hey, you know what? I'm a results-driven guy. You lost the games, and at the end of the day, come week 17, if you have 6-7 losses in the AFC, then you're probably sitting from home watching the playoffs." Tell
that to my man Coates and what's the New York owner? Because they've been saying that for years. They've been losing short. They've been losing 1-point games,
mm-hmm.
1-score games forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big deal, man. If you can't close it out, that's what this game is all about. That's what this league is all about.
Mm-hmm. So moving on to second down here on Total Access now. Rolls-Royce looking tough. He's undefeated right now. Is he kind of prepping to make a run at this title?
Royce has always been a great player. I still consider Royce as one of the best users in this league. Royce went to a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Royce's numbers are looking very well this year. He is 3rd in points. He's 3rd in total yards. He is 2nd in defense, which is not a surprise because this man's user ability is top notch. It's right up there with Oshie. It's right up there, well, what used to be Oshie. And he's right up there with. I'm trying to think of another user that even compares to Royce besides yourself.
He has a
You
good
name
user.
one?
No, Royce is definitely a top tier user. I agree with
Yeah,
that
he
100%.
is a top tier user, and that can get you places, which it got him to a Super Bowl one time. So Royce is somebody I never write off, and the fact that he's 6-0 right now, and his schedule right now, he's about to play. Let's see here, Royce is about to play. That might be game of the week. He plays the Patriots next week.
Yes, that'll be good.
This well, this advance, and then he
Mhm.
comes back and he plays the Bucks, who has an excellent passing game,
Yeah,
and then he comes back and plays Mike, and then the Patriots again, Dolphins, Buffalo. Man, Royce could literally go 16-0.
Royce's schedule, he's got, like you said, Patriots, Bucks, Panthers, Patriots. Just listing off some key teams here: the Bills, Falcons, Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
Browns. That's a tough matchup. So we'll see how legit Royce is. He's already got a few solid wins: one over Meats this year, one over Conk, one over the Texans. So we'll see how this plays out for him. But he definitely might be kind of showing that he is the best team in the AFC East when we had kind of thought it was going to be Conk or QB. Now the tide is kind of turned, and Royce is saying, "Hey, don't forget about me." So
And
that's kind of interesting. And also in the AFC, you've got the Colts. That's myself.
yes,
I've kind of proclaimed um, on Twitter, and I've been saying it in chat. I'm 5-0, 6-0 around there right now, and I'm kind of making it a mission this year. I don't usually do this, all the time, but I'm trying to go 16-0 this year. I've won my last 18 regular season games, 26 of my last 28. The goal is 16-0. What's your thoughts on
the
that?
goal your goal is 19-0, Prime. Let's
Yeah,
be
yes, yeah.
realistic.
The goal is 19-0. Of course, of
Yeah,
course.
the goal is 19-0, and
Yes.
I can't remember because of course I'm not the numbers guys. Have you ever went 19-0?
Yeah, twice.
Twice. Okay, you did it twice. Okay, so it's possible. And from what happened last year, you're pretty pissed off. You have a point to prove. Your last couple games that I watched, you didn't play your best games, but you still won.
Hmm.
And I think that's a mark of a champion, and one of the reasons why you have 15 championships, because even when you play bad, you can still win.
So
And yeah. So I think it's possible.
yeah,
You did it twice.
it'll be fun because competition's a little stiff. So I kind of playing with something to prove here. So we'll see what happens with that. Just something fun.
Hey,
But
I want to see you and my boy Conk go at it. Conk
yeah,
always complains we don't ever mention him on the show, but we mention him.
yeah,
We
we
talk
use
about him.
well at least once every other show. Come on, Conk.
Yeah,
Don't at me,
yeah.
bro.
He
Don't at me.
always complains. Don't add us about that shit, Conk.
So, moving on. Now, we have a guest caller on the show, SML Anonymous Personality. NYT's been playing good, and he's going to give us a comment on what he thinks about NYT successes. Keep in mind, this was recorded before he played the Bucks, so he might predict a loss coming up for
Mhm.
NYT. So this is his thoughts on NYT.
All I keep reading about in chat is how NYT is back. NYT is playing well. And NYT is going to make a run at the playoffs again and win back-to-back divisions. Or in my opinion, that carriage is going to turn back into a pumpkin. And it starts this week against the Buccaneers. Bang, bang, bang. Anonymous gang. Fuck you, Conk.
All right, so there you go. SML Anonymous taking shots at NYT, saying, "Hey, this guy isn't legit. This guy's a bum, basically.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a pretender. Is
he's a
basically what he is.
pretender." What do you think about that? What do we make of NYT? Once a top 5 draft picker, now all of a sudden he's making playoff runs.
NYT has been in my division for since we started this cycle,
Mm,
and I used to have no problem beating NYT. And now I have a serious problem beating NYT, so much so that I think he has a surrogate player over there. He has an
mm,
avatar. He has
mm,
somebody that comes over and plays for him and whoops our ass.
mm.
I'm just fucking with you, NYT. But but no, he's developed his game, and he's hashtag not tanked.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gotten some real good draft picks. He has a really cheap team. He was able to participate in just about the last 2 or 3 free agencies. Mm-hmm. He had great picks. He's developed a nice team. His linebacker is freaking awesome. So he's in a position to where he can win if he plays right. And NYT's never had a problem on offense.
Yes.
NYT's always had a problem with closing out games. So yes. He has, if he's turned that around and the way he's been playing lately and what I've seen from him, and if there is not an NYT avatar out there in New York, NYT looks like he has just as good a chance as anybody else. And I'm going to have to disagree with SML Anonymous. Now, what I do want to say is also, I had 2 things to say. Mm-hmm. That NYT is good. He can do what he did last year, but NYT, it's NYT-ish because I played Jackbox with NYT. Mm-hmm. It's an NYT thing to draw attention away from this stuff. So again, I'm going to say NYT might be the SML Anonymous, either him or Phil.
You think it's either Field or NYT? It's a good guess, man. I'm not gonna say it is, and I'm not gonna say it isn't. But that's a big debate in the SML right now. Is who is SML Anonymous? Is it NYT? It very well could be. Is it Field? It might be. We don't know.
Well, I shaded itself to distract you guys.
So you don't know. You don't know what's in the mind.
You don't know.
So I'm leaving it open. So yeah, my thoughts on NYT is solid player, and he's got some big wins in his belt. He's made the playoffs a few times. Now it's starting to become time to put NYT in the same class as guys like Meats, Grams, Future.
I'm not cutting you off, but the way I've always kind of did this, you have to do this for 2 seasons straight. This is his 2nd season. Mm-hmm. If he does it 2 seasons straight, hey, he's classified as one of the elites. One of the it might be a lower class elite, but he's going to be up there.
Yeah, so we'll see. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Moving on to 4th down, mid-season. Like you said, we're getting close. Who do you have your eyes on to kind of make a push at the playoffs and kind of get hot here at the middle of the season?
Get hot. Okay, yeah, we know guys like Jaguars probably going to make it. I got my eyes on the Browns. I'm hoping he can stay in the lead in that division against the Ravens and the Bengals and the Steelers. And of course, we know Royce is going to make it. We know probably Bills is going to make it. Now, of course, we have our eyes. Everybody, the whole league has their eyes on the Patriots. Mm-hmm. And that's as far as the AFC is concerned. Now in the NFC, Sunday is a given. He's 5-0 right now. Mm-hmm. The new Eagles owner, who did we replace the Eagles with?
Dan. He is from the Primer. He's a Super Bowl runner-up. Just lost the Super Bowl to Grams in the Primer.
Oh, wow. Why y'all keep bringing these good guys in, man? Bring in some of the sucky guys that participate.
I
need some great content, man, not beat my ass. So, okay, but guys I got my eyes on. Grams, I'm looking at you. 3-3, baby. Get it together. You got to make the playoffs. You can't miss the playoffs 2 times. Did he make them? He didn't make it last year, did he?
He did make it last year, and he lost. He lost to took a loss to somebody.
It was the year before that he missed it. And then the Cards, man.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen the Cards complaining in the chat. The Cards are 3-3 right now. Mm-hmm. The Cards could make some noise, and the Rams were making some noise in the beginning of the beginning of the season. That is one guy that I cannot beat. I cannot beat two-step. Mm-hmm. We had a great game. I lost by like 3 points or something, but I cannot beat two-step. Yeah. And other than that, and of course, Lawyer's probably going to make the playoffs. But as far as guys I got my eyes on, that's about it.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest here. I'm just looking at the NFC, really. I remember last year around this time, Noel Overlord. Noel was saying, hey, nobody's even talking about me. I'm a good player, and I deserve recognition. So we talked about him a little bit. Everybody kind of then hopped on the Noel Overlord bandwagon. You've seen him on Playing the Field. I think Coach Pauly had him on the show.
Yes.
Crunching the Numbers, I think we're doing some things on him.
Yes, I saw that.
And then he missed the playoffs. He missed the playoffs. He said, hey, look at me. And then we looked at him, missed the playoffs. No. Hey, you're 4-2. You're in a good spot right now. Make the playoffs. Make a push for this thing. I know you're running backs out. I don't care. No excuses. Don't at me, bro, because I'm sick of people saying, "Hey, look at me," and then falling on their faces. No, Overlord. Let's see what you got. Future Empire. You're my guy. Oh, go on.
And then the proclamation that we don't talk about him is wrong, because I've always talked about Noel. He's in my division, and I've always correlated him and the Jaguars offense. I think that they are some of the best pocket passers right under you. The Jaguars and Noel. I don't know if you ever watched Noel games, but he is one of the best decision makers behind the when he's standing in the pocket.
No, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah. So we do talk about you, homie.
Also, I want to say Future Empire, I know your team's beat up right now. I expect you to make a run at this thing. I expect over in the AFC, I want to see a team like the Cleveland Browns. They're 4-1 right now. I want to see them get inside the AFC playoff picture. Tiny Titan, I love you, bro. You're a great guy. You got a good personality. You're 4-2.
Titan.
But listen, man, I got to be honest with you. You got the Colts coming up again. You've got the Jaguars coming up again. Sorry
to ruin the man's life.
You're getting better, but you're not quite there yet. And don't at me, bro. And that's all I got to say for fourth down. Moving on to the extra point here. We got that touchdown and fourth down. Everybody's discussing. Go on.
No, I said we're going for 2.
Yeah, we're going for 2 on the extra point. Players, I see this in chat sometimes, and it kind of pisses me off. Players discuss after a game, after they get wrecked, or maybe they do certain things in a game that's like they're trying to act a certain kind of way, like they don't really care. And to me, it shows they actually care more than what most people care. And they like a attitude of, oh, I was giving up or something after a loss. You see that in chat. I've seen that a few times. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is if you feel like that, man, then maybe the SML isn't the place for you, because you see me lose every season, and with me losing every season, dude, I still am. I mean, I like recently I hadn't been as active as I was, but I still love to play. I can't wait for advance. I can't wait to play the next guy. I like this. I mean, even if Madden is halfway as broken, but I still like this. And R.I.P. Gov. I hope you're listening to this, Gov, man. We miss you as a great player. You was a great champion. Gov kind of lost his mojo for the game, and he complained about. I think we talked about this off air. He complained about he's not into it. But I've never heard a guy complain about how bad the game sucks when they're winning. It's always when they're losing.
Right.
So yeah. So I mean, winning is a real good cure for a bad game. So I mean, and what I like to see is consistency.
Right.
If you're winning and you're 13-2, and you telling me that the game sucks and you're losing your mojo, then yeah, okay, I can believe that. But just because you're losing doesn't mean you just rage quit or
right. Or
I think that just sucks when guys do that.
Yeah, man, it's a disrespect to say like, oh, I didn't care, like, because first of all, you did care, and you're blowing up about it and well, not blowing up, but you're trying to play it off when it's obvious that you got your butt spanked by whoever, you got bent over, and you can't, and you don't know what to do about it, and it's mainly the guys who have had success. And they don't know what to do when they lose, when they don't have that success. So people get used to winning. They get spoiled, and then when you bring in new competition or competition just improves, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. So don't do that. Don't do that. Disrespectful. It's just like saying not.
I've always correlated that with poor people and rich people. You never see poor people jump off bridges because they lost all their money. Because you know what? They was used to being poor. Even if they got rich at one time and lost it all back, they were poor before.
Yeah.
But when you win a lot and then you lose, you don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You're so used to winning, it doesn't register with you.
Right.
So you lash out at things that are completely, totally irrelevant from our league. Oh, this game sucks. Oh, we don't need that kind of discord in the chat, man. Find something else to do. I mean, get like me.
Exactly.
Advertise the game. Do something.
Exactly.
Get excited. Watch other guys play. You know?
Yes, and I do want to comment on a few more quick things here off the top of my head. We got some great podcasts. Coach Pauly, Field, everybody's got their thing, crunching the numbers. Also, if you don't feel the need to ever be quiet in chat, I like people who voice their opinion. Voice your opinion. The more you're in chat, the better. But just don't be how should I say this? Don't be abrasive. We love ideas. We love conversation. Just don't bring negative conversation. There's a difference in limiting yourself in chat and limiting negative things in chat. So that's what I have to say about that. So
we're moving in a positive direction in this league. And just real quick, there's a lot of we have some great shows. I don't know if you guys that ZZ had the gaff where he broadcast the private chat on our game, and a few guys listen to it. Of course, I didn't say anything bad about our league because I love our league. That's true. I talked to my homeboy about how good our league is. I want him in it, but I know how he is, and I don't want that thing to be bad. Because he's kind of ignorant.
Yeah.
But with saying that is that we have a great league here. I mean, let's not add negativity to our league. Let's be positive about everything that we do to promote the league.
Right.
I mean, if we're not here to help the league, then go back down to the primer or do something else because we got plenty of guys, man. We trying to make this league the best league on the planet.
Yeah, I agree 100%. So on that note, let's be positive, be happy. Guys, this is the SML, the Total Access, the best podcast, the flagship podcast on the SML network. Everybody loves us. We're the greatest of all time. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm going for title 16. I guarantee 19-0 this year. Colts, Super Bowl. That was easy to great. I'm Prime Time. Thanks for listening.